Welcome to another Transformers 4 Age of Extinction toy review. This time we're looking at the Voyager class Invasion Mode Optimus Prime. Now this is one figure I was really looking forward to, and it does not disappoint. First we're going to be taking a look at the truck mode, and it is very obviously based on the G1 Optimus Prime truck mode with flat nose, red Peterbilt truck with a white or silver stripe going across the sides. In this case, I'm actually a little bit disappointed it went for a G1 look, because I was kind of hoping that it would go for the kind of white rusted truck with the flames on it, as you see in the film. And even on the box art, Optimus Prime is depicted as having that old rusted look. So maybe we'll get a repaint in the future with that paint scheme, but for now we're stuck with a G1-esque truck mode. Even the Takara version is going for a G1 look, but just with some more movie-based paint applications on the robot mode. But here he is in truck mode, and you can see he comes with his weapon storage, which is here on the side, on the top. His gun can plug in the top, or wherever you want it. You can plug in here if you really want to, but it's quite stupid. Or like, I don't know, you could do something like that and shoot the missile everywhere. This gun is quite cool. I'll get into that a little bit later, but for now, truck mode will just sit off the side. And truck mode has some really nice detailing. Although the wheels are not painted silver, there's still a good amount of detail in there. It does have a Autobot symbol on both sides of the truck mode. As you can see, the front of the truck, I mean, it looks good. There's a little bit of misalignment here with the window edges here, that if you don't have it exactly perfect, even then you have to press it in place, it's gonna look kind of goofy. But even when you let go of it, it kind of fall out of line again. But it's not too big of a deal. He does only come with one smokestack, and that is a design that's based on the truck that he has in the movie, where I think it either was designed to only have one smokestack, or the other one was just rusted and fell off. But other than that, I kind of like that look. Looks kind of, you know, a little bit more realistic. He does have a trailer hitch in the back, which I don't know, you could use a trailer for, I'm not sure. He has a little slot right here, or has a big hole right here that you could use. Not sure what trailers could work with this, but that option is there. Other than that, it is a really fresh looking truck mode. It is a bit smaller than any of the other truck modes that we've seen for any of the other Voyager class movie line figures, but I still really like it. I just wish it would have ditched the G1 look and gone for the more movie accurate rusted look. First, to start off the transformation, first thing is we're going to take the front of the bumper here and just kind of pull it up like that. Next, we're going to go behind the vehicle and just go ahead and open this up, and while we're here, going to go ahead and bring this front piece around like that. Next, we're going to take the top of the truck here on both sides and kind of pull them out, and these will form the arms in a little bit. Next, I'm going to this is a little bit of a tricky part, detach the front of the truck here by detaching the sides and pulling that forward. Now this is a little bit of a tricky spot, because everything likes to get in the way here. Going to finish pulling out the arms like this, and while we're doing that, rotate this side up, and while we're here, going to bring this panel down, and I'll go ahead and do that to this side as well. And for the most part, the arms are done. It's very simple. I'm just going to take the legs here and extend them out, separate the legs, very simple, and just bring down the feet. Kind of cool, a very effective little leg transformation gimmick there. Once we get them staying upright, we're going to take this panel here that used to be the front of the truck mode. Flip out this little panel, which will reveal 2 little smokestacks, which is a nice little touch I really enjoy, and bring them up like that. And while you have them here, they will go ahead and peg in place there. And once you get those pegged in place, you just fold up the chest and you're done. And here we have Evasion mode, Optimus Prime, and Robot mode. And it is a very, very impressive robot mode. It is easily the best Voyager class Optimus Prime in any of the movie lines, in my opinion. Over the overall just look of it, the overall accuracy of the little touches of like how the smokestacks are placed real close to the back of the head as opposed to like on the far side of the shoulders is really neat. It does cheat in some spots like the fake windows on the chest and grill, but I don't mind it because it gives an overall very authentic look to it. And proportion wise, it is damn near perfect. It has very little backpack to it, which gives it even more of a, you know, accurate physique to it. The little details are very nice, and I love the face sculpt on this figure. I'm in the minority where for the movie versus Optimus Prime, I prefer him without a face mask. I like the look of him without the faceplate. It gives him more personality, and just the detailing is really nice. The shoulders are a little bit on the skinny side, but it's not too bad. But we'll get into all the little articulations here in a second, which we'll do right now. The shoulders are on a kind of a swivel with a kind of a semi-clicky joint here. The elbows are on this very weird joint here where unless you have them in this kind of bent pose right here, it just looks unnatural almost. But it doesn't look too bad like that, but it does look better, I think, like this. But I kind of prefer him to have this kind of more of a stoic look to him anyway. He does have a waist joint, which is always a nice touch. And this is a really cool part here. These wheels here are on this joint, which is not really meant for transformation, but is more for posability. If these were more fixed, you would not be able to raise his legs up like this, but instead you can raise the wheels up like that, and you can get a real high kick stance like that. He does have a upper thigh cut here, and pretty decent single hinged knee joint, and he does have a really nice foot articulation as well. Oh, I forgot to mention his head is actually on 2 joints. He has a ball joint in the upper neck and a swivel joint here, so it really does allow for some very, very expressive emotions, with just anything subtle to more extreme. Very good options here as far as posability. Now, he does come with the one accessory which you did see a little bit earlier. It is his shotgun, and in case you didn't know, this is the shotgun that was used by Megatron in Dark of the Moon, and it kind of has this G1-esque gun hilt to it, where it has this gigantic post that when he holds it, it just looks unnatural because he's not actually holding behind here. It doesn't look too bad on there. There's no way to like have a peg onto his back to hold or anything, which is kind of disappointing. But this gun is not meant for Evasion Optimus Prime. It's meant for Megatron. And we'll bring out Megatron here for a second, and here he is. In the inside of Megatron's palms, if you can take a look, there's these little slits that these pegs will peg into just perfectly, and it's a little bit tricky to maneuver around, but it is possible. because it is pretty tight. Let's see, and there you go. And this gun just works perfect, looks perfect with this Megatron, if I can zoom out. And it's so nice that after 3 years Hasbro made an accessory for a toy that most people wouldn't even care about now. And what I really love especially, not only can he hold it, but it has these pegs here on the side of the gun that work perfectly well with the MechTech port on the back of Megatron, so he can store it on his back as he did most of the time. And that just looks awesome. I'm going to be keeping this gun with a Dark of the Moon Megatron, which just really just completes his look. While we have him here, let's get a little bit of a size comparison with some of the Dark of the Moon Voyager class figures. You can see Evasion is a bit bigger, so, and these really don't scale all too nicely with each other. But it's a shame. It's kind of a double-edged sword that he came with Dark of the Moon Megatron's gun, because now he's weaponless unless you really, really want him to have that gun. I kind of would have preferred if he had more traditional Optimus guns that he uses in any of the films, but who knows? There might be a future accessory. Maybe they're just keeping all the good accessories for the future Voyager class new Optimus Prime, the one that he sports for most of the movie. All in all, Optimus is definitely a great purchase. I give it a really big recommendation, with its only real problem being in the paint department. It has some really weird paint choices, such as mostly a blue head lacking silver paint applications that it normally would have. It has molded gray hands and feet, but are painted blue to favor more of a G1 look. And even though it has white stripes on the painted robot mode on the promo box, it's lacking here. So it's, even when it's failing in some of the more G1 looks it's trying to go for, but there are going to be certain repaints in the future, such as the Takara one, which is going to feature more of a movie accurate paint scheme of silvers and more blues and other stuff like that. So if you're going to be kind of more picky about the paint, I would recommend getting the Takara one. But if you don't really care about the paint so much and just really like a fun, great looking figure, then I definitely recommend getting the Hasbro version. Either way, this is a top-notch Voyager class Optimus Prime figure.